People coming in now. We're pushing upper level. Upper levels are pushed now.
Fellow Araxians, soldiers, hello. Commander Cyrious here. The big thing I want to let you know about is an assault facility test event. And EG7 just released their annual report. We'll do a quick review on that. Let's dive in, soldiers. I'll see you at Planetside. So soldiers, test facility event details first. I'm hesitant to say the time out loud because if I say it's tomorrow, it won't be when a lot of people are watching this video. So the best thing you can do is look in the upper right of the screen. There's going to be a little pop-up for the live stream event. I'm going to have a link to it down in the description and down in the comments. If you click that, it will automatically show you what time the event is happening in your time zone. You do need to have the test server downloaded and installed. You can find the download link on the Planetside 2 forums. There's a specific area for the test server as opposed to live servers. Next, what are we testing? It is back to the assault facility. They have made some tweaks after the last round of playtesting. The biggest one being the capture time increased by 60% when attempting to hold capture points. Since this base, when you capture a point, it permanently locks it until it resets, it makes sense that there is more time for the capture point to be contested. That means attackers will have to fortify the area longer, defenders have more time to recoup, recover, and hustle back to the relevant point. So we'll be testing if that is the right amount of time. They've worked on the base itself a little bit. They say they redesigned the buildings. There are new paths, and there's now an enclosed bridge between the building of points B and C so the players can move safely without going into the open area. I'm not totally sure if this is the right move. There is this area where there's basically the big B building, and then you transfer to the C building and you walk through about 20 feet of open space that was extremely prone to tank and sunderer farming. It makes sense, but at the same time, I don't like completely sterilizing it. I didn't mind getting a dose of having to deal with vehicles in the middle of this fight. Otherwise, it is just a pure infantry fight, which they get boring after a while. But it is a little bit jarring to be stuck inside a base doing an infantry fight, and all of a sudden you need an AV loadout. So we'll see how that plays out. They said they finalized rooms where there were few objects. There was some areas that were pretty barren, and you kind of just had to suicide charge through them. So I'm hoping this gives more of an effect of moving from cover to cover, but so you can have just a good back and forth battle as you breach the building. Revamped gunshots, changed the position of old shelters and added new ones. So it will be fun if you guys play the last test event. It'll be a little bit different. It'll be like playing an evolving base. Change and fix the positions of various zones, blocking construction, deployment of sunderers, etc. That'll be nice. There's a couple Sunday exclusion zones that were weird, so good that they got that cleaned up. So anyways, the hope out there is that we are playing just a much more polished version of this assault facility and that we can get it to live. I really hope to see you there. Again, please check out the links, upper right of the screen, description, etc. Click that, it'll take you to the stream, and that'll show you the times in your time zone. We are probably going to be playing Terran Republic and NC. Get on whichever faction you would like to play to start, and we will holler if we need to rebalance the factions a little bit, push people back and forth between them. Appreciate you being flexible for the sake of testing. Okay, now let's jump on to the EG7 annual report. And being really honest, guys, there's not a lot of news here. They rode the high of My Singing Monsters in 2023, and that is no longer there. So 2024 looks not very good in comparison, but it was always planned as a transition year where they were making investments. Sadly, not investments in Planetside, but they're making a big push on Palia, I'm sure I'm pronouncing it wrong, the game they bought Singularity 6 for. They're pushing that out to additional platforms and hoping to expand their revenue base on that game. Continued investment in the Cold Iron game, which is Aliens, and I got this wrong in one video, thank you for the correction. Fireteam's Elite, the sequel, not Aliens Isolation. Different studio, different game. Again, working on that Aliens game sequel. And then they are working on DLC for MechWarrior 5. They are burning cash like crazy. They ended 2023 with 477 million SEK. and they ended 2024 with 319 million. After a period of paying down a lot of debt, they slipped in the line, "We are evaluating additional financing to create further flexibility in meeting potential business opportunities in the continued turmoil gaming market." Basically opening the door to either doing a stock issue and diluting everyone's shares or taking on debt again. In terms of Toadman, their comment on it in the annual report was almost the exact same words in the press release. So really nothing new and shocking. No news really good or bad for Toadman Studios. It still is second half of 2025 is when they are really going to wind down the studio. They are just putting Toadman in this really awkward position where they gotta say to everyone, "Hey guys, we're fine, we're still on it." But all EG7 cares to do is signal to the shareholders, "Hey, heads up, this wind down is expected to result in annual operating cost reduction of approximately 46.5 million. They're really trying to get the analysts to factor into their pro forma balance sheet, as that would factor into the current targeted stock price, hopefully boosting it, because it has taken an absolute beating lately. Still no news on the Emerald Connery merge, so I sleep and continue to be a test server main, but we'll certainly let you know when you can wake up. That is it for now, fellow Araxians. I look forward to seeing you at the test event where there will be giveaways as usual, and it'll just be a lot of fun to play together. As always, I am Commander Cyrious, and until next time, I will see you Planetside.